breaking the barriers, releasing the power. It's here, the 4th annual HCMBC Women's Conference, Breaking Barriers, featuring
from New Beginnings Christian Center, co-pastor Mickey Smith.
Inactable woman, from the root enact. Now listen to this. This is good, y'all. The inactable woman. Inactable from its root is to make into an act or statute, to ordain or decree, or to establish. The inactable woman. Now, the first woman that came to mind when God said, I got to understand the inactable woman in me, he gave me an example of Sarah. Sarah wasn't always Sarah. Sarah had reoccurring roles when the show was really about Abram. She would come in a couple of episodes. She was in the pilot. But when it was established as a series, she went from a supporting role to a leading lady role. So God took her from a place where it didn't seem like she was going to make anything out of herself. She came from a place whose father worshiped idols. And God said, you know what, instead of you being behind the scene, I need to bring you up front. I need to bring you center stage. It's the inactable woman. The actable woman that when she was Sarah, you didn't take much notice. But when she became Sarah, she became a mother to a nation. The inactable woman. There's an inactable woman in us, an understanding the ethology of a woman, the behavior of a woman. It's never intended for a woman to take backstage.
The dynamic speaking of co-pastor Angela Scott from Born Again Ministries.
The point that I'm making is that you and I have to come to a place that we can no longer do what's comfortable for us. We can no longer do what feels good to us. But we have to do what the Spirit of the Lord instructs us to do. Because where it is and where we are in life today, all of our prayers can't be about can I have this and can I have that. But my prayers are towards the things of God, and if I'm willing to take my assignment for God, then my shopping list are already get. Because the Word of God says that there's no sacrifice that any of us can make for God that He will not pay us back now and in this time. He did say with persecution, but now and in this time, which then means that we don't have to wait until the sweet by and by. It doesn't have to be something that we only are able to hear about by the Spirit of God and it is passed on to our children, but you and I can have it right now. As it is, we as women, particularly, we have to change what we say. We have to make our words line up with the will of God. When we start saying what God says, I'm telling you, as a woman, you are one of the most powerful people that there are.
The exhilarating ministry of Minister Sandra Shy of Havelock Community Missionary Baptist Church.
People would try to get you back into that situation that you're trying to run from. They don't want you to go. They don't want to lose their drinking buddy. They don't want to lose their smoking buddy. They don't want to use their access to the things of the world. But when you try to move away from those things, watch them move away too. And you can say, okay, bye-bye, see you later, because I'm moving forward. I have no problem with saying goodbye to some people, because they wasn't meant to be in my life forever anyway. They were just temporary. They were just a learned process. Somewhere in the access, somewhere in our meeting, I have learned something. They have learned something from me. I have learned something from them. Now our encounter has ended. In the discussion, I'm not trying to keep something, hold on to something that God is trying to separate. God is trying to separate some things. You need to part from it. You can still do it in love. You can love them. You can call them once in a while, text them a while.
So come and join us at our 2015 Women's Conference, Breaking the Barriers, Releasing the Power. And on behalf of Lady Shy and the family of HCMBC. We look forward to seeing you there. God bless.